friends, welcome to Situ's Biology. Today our topic is about the uterine or the menstrual cycle. This is the third part of the menstrual cycle. In the previous videos I already gave the first two parts of the menstrual cycle. In the basic information about the menstrual cycle, and in the menstrual cycle, the first cycle, that is the ovarian cycle, I was explained in the previous videos. In this video we are going to deal with the uterine cycle, means the changes that occur in the uterus of the female reproductive system, or we are going to know about that now. Let's see what is that. Already said that the menstrual cycle is the 28 day cycle, means it runs for about 1 to 28 days. It is mainly and regularly occur in the females from the puberty to the menopause. The female, when she started the puberty, from that to when she ends the puberty, that is menopause, that period of time the menstrual cycle may run. Let's see what is meant by puberty and what is meant by menopause. Actually, the puberty is a meaning of when the female is changed to the, when she is in the adolescent. From the adolescent she gets the sexual maturity and become capable of the reproduction. That is known as the puberty. When she gets the puberty, at the time the first menses was come to her, that is nothing but the first menstrual cycle was run to her. The menopause is nothing but it was occurred in the females of about 45 to 50 years of age. When the menstruation ceases, that ending stage is known as the menopause. From here to here the menstrual cycle may run every month for about 28 days. This is the basic introduction about the uterine menstrual cycle, from where and from puberty to the menopause, which occurred in the female every month of about 28 days. Already said that the menstrual cycle run with the two cycles, that is the ovarian cycle and the next one is the uterine cycle. In the previous video I already gave the complete information about the ovarian cycle, that it is that is run with the two phases, that is the follicular phase and the luteal phase. Let's see in how many phases this uterine cycle is going to run. Let's see. This is the uterine cycle that runs for about 1 to 28 days time period. This is the 28 days cycle. From the puberty to the menopause, I already said in the starting of the video. When the puberty occurs in the females, then the menstrual cycle runs for about 28 days at the end of the menopause every month. It contains three phases naturally. Let's see what are those. The menstruation phase, which occurred in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days of the menstrual cycle. In the total 28 days, the menstruation phase will take place of about 5 days. Menstruation phase is also nothing but the bleeding phase or the menses, that one. From 6th to the 14th days, the phase is known as the proliferative phase. From the 15th to the 28th day, the phase is known as the secretory phase. These are the three different phases of the uterine cycle. The 14th day of the proliferative phase is the ovulation phase. I already said in the previous video. These are the different phases of the uterine cycle. Let's see in detail about each phase of the uterine cycle. The first phase is the menstruation phase. It occurs in the 1 to 5 days of the menstrual cycle, that is 1 to 5 days. I already designated or the highlighted over here. That is known as the menstruation phase. What are the changes are going to happen in the uterus during this phase? Let's see. I already said in the previous video that when the ovarian cycle is going to run, when the corpus luteum is formed, when the corpus luteum is formed, when there is no fertilization occurred with the egg, then the corpus luteum starts the degeneration of it. When the degeneration occurs, the corpus albicans is going to form. When the corpus albicans is formed, this corpus albicans is going to decrease the estrogen and the progesterone in the hormones in the female reproductive system. When these hormones are decreased, there is no functioning of the endometrium of the uterus. Endometrium is the lining of the uterus. Means the shedding of the endometrium occur. Means through that shedding purpose only. Shedding means nothing but the loss of endometrial cells. Through that shedding purpose only, the menstruation occurs in the females. Means the bleeding may occurs in the females for the shedding of the endometrial cells and the collapse of the blood capillaries. All those purposes, through the main reason is the decrease of the estrogen and the progesterone hormones in the female reproductive system. Thereby the shedding of the endometrium occurs, thereby bleeding is causing to the females in the starting of the menstrual cycle, that is about 1 to 5 days. This is the female reproductive system. This is the uterus. The lining which is present over here is the endometrium. This is the bleeding time. When the estrogen and the progesterone level decreases, the endometrium sheds off and then it leads to the bleeding, or that also known as the menses. In this secretion or in this bleeding, in this menses, what are the materials and what are the substances are going to release it out of the body? Let's see. The shedding secretions from this shedding is generally occurred due to the secretions from endometrial glands, and the endometrial cells are going to shed, and blood from the broken capillaries. When the capillaries are broken, then the blood oozes out, and the unfertilized egg is also come out of the body through the bleed in the first phase of the uterine cycle, that is the menstruation phase or the bleeding phase. Let's see with the second phase, that is nothing but the proliferative phase. It is occurred with the 6th day to the 14th day of the menstrual cycle. What will happen in this cycle and what are the changes are going to occur in the uterus in this phase? Let's see. The graphene, we all know that in the previous video I already gave. If you don't see the previous video, let's go and check there. In the ovarian cycle, the Graafian follicles are formed. When the Graafian follicles are formed, this Graafian follicle is going to produce the estrogen hormone in the ovary. This estrogen hormone is then helps to regenerate the endometrium in the, here the endometrium is not there, right? Because of shedding of the endometrial cells. When the bleeding was completed up to 5th day, after the 5th day, again due to the presence of estrogen, again the endometrium is going to reoccur again, regenerating again. Because of the regeneration, it is become more thick and the vascular. On the 14th day, when the last day, that is 14th day, the ovulation is going to occur. When the ovulation occurs, the new phase is begin to start. After the bleeding stage, all the cells getting shedded off, the uterus or the female reproductive system remains like this. After that, when the estrogen liberated due to through the Graafian follicle, again the endometrium is again regenerating out at the lining of the uterus, and it is providing the thickness to the uterus. And due to the thickness, when the thickness was provided to the endometrium, then the ovulation is going to occur at the end of the proliferative phase. This is the major changes that occur in the uterus in the proliferative phase. Let's see with the last phase, that is nothing but the secretory phase. This secretory phase is going to run from the 15th day to the 28th day, that is last day of the menstrual cycle. Let's see what are the changes that occur in the last phase of the uterine cycle. When the corpus luteum, I already said in the first phase that the corpus luteum, about the corpus luteum in the ovarian cycle. This corpus luteum is going to produce the progesterone hormone in the body. This progesterone hormone is going to provoke or produce the endometrium of the uterus to edematous and the secretory. If there is no fertilization occur after the corpus luteum is formed, then corpus luteum is started degenerate. When the corpus luteum degenerated, then the corpus albicans is formed. when the corpus albicans is formed, thereby there is a decrease in the estrogen and the progesterone hormone, and it leads to the shedding of the cells, and the shedding of the cells is going to lead the bleeding in the female reproductive system, thereby the cycle again begins. In this way the uterine cycle is going to run, and it is going to change the uterus in the 3 phases. In today's video, the menstrual cycle was completed in the female reproductive system. I uploaded this video in the 3 parts, that is the first part, second part, and the third part. This is the third part of the menstrual cycle. If you like this video, please to share, subscribe, and like. If you think that if your friends may have this video, please do share. Thank you so much.